Yo my people, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And for those who are wondering why I was away for over a week, guys, I had the flu. Yes, I know, it stinks. In the month of June, I had the flu. I was off for a week, but I'm back to uploading consistently. And today, we're going to be just pretty much running through the semi-finals of the Club World Cup and the potential finals. So, if you guys could leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Hey, road to 200 subs. Come on, man. Make sure you guys subscribe. Click the subscribe button. And follow me on all my socials. Follow me on my TikTok, X, Instagram. So you're posted daily. Obviously, I'm going to be talking about the semi-finals. But quickly, let me run through the quarterfinals. Fluminense, as I said, because at the time I was recording, Fluminense were playing Al Hilal, which ended up being 2-1. Good result for Fluminense. So now we'll be playing Thiago Silva in the semi-final. Chelsea obviously beating Palmeiras, which if you didn't see the video, go check it out. But Chelsea are now playing Fluminense on the 8th of June. So I believe that's a Tuesday. So, hey ho. Should be easy. Should be. But Chelsea will never make it easy. But let's jump over to the other side of the bracket. PSG versus Bayern Munich. I mean, firstly, thoughts and prayers go to Jamal Musiala, because what an absolute baller. And the injury, I mean, I don't know if you saw the ankle. Do I want to put it up on the screen? I'll think about it. But if I did, I did. If I didn't, just a trigger warning right here. 3, 2, 1. And I can't lie. God forbid. I always say to anyone, there's 2 injuries that I would like to avoid in football. Knee and ankle. And that just looks finished, honestly. And obviously, thoughts and prayers are to him. He's an absolute baller. Wonder kid as well. Youngster. That's the last thing that you want to happen. And he might be off for the whole year, potentially, for the whole season. And maybe even a bit of next season. I've heard rumours of 4 to 5 months, but something like that, it's going to take a while. So, let's see. Hopefully, he can recover from it. I mean, obviously, starting off, it was a 0-0 first half. And literally the beginning of the second half, Jamal Musiala gets injured. And I think that was the turning point. Because something like that, like I said, the players' reactions as well. When you see it, it was just awful. And you can tell it takes a mental strain on them. And then about 20 minutes later, or even 30 minutes later, Desiree Doué scores to make it 1-0. Assisted by João Neves. Good goal there, I can't lie. And then, that's where the downfall came through. And then Willian Pacho and Lucas Hernandez gets themselves sent off within the space of 10 minutes of each other. Pacho got sent off in the 82nd minute and Lucas Hernandez in the 92nd minute. So obviously left them with 9 men. But that didn't stop PSG. Achraf Hakimi with an unbelievable assist, by the way. Absolutely ridiculous, and slotted so well by Ousmane Dembele. And like I said, it will take a lot to beat this PSG team. And a blow like Jamal Musiala, the way it did, I think it was a no-go. So, yeah, unlucky for Bayern Munich, unlucky for Jamal Musiala. PSG with 2 suspensions, heading to the semi-final, which they'll be playing Real Madrid. And Real Madrid had just beaten Borussia Dortmund 3-2. And again, another suspension there. Obviously, Gonzalo Garcia with an absolute clean finish within the first 10 minutes. Fran Garcia scoring 10 minutes after. The first half, Real Madrid were moving like prime Barcelona. There was fantastic football. Jude Bellingham to Garcia, Trent. You know, it was nice. I can't lie. I'm very excited with what Xabi Alonso is going to be doing with this team. However, you can see, especially in the second half, there was a lot of sloppy passes. And he made the right substitutions. However, even then, it still looked sloppy. I don't know if the players were being lazy or it was the intensity. Who knows? But for me, I think it got a lot sloppier in the second half. But they should have been 3-4 up in the first half. It was only 2-0. Could have been 3-4, even 5-0 up. And then this is where it all turned. Then this is where it all changed. Dortmund scoring in the 92nd minute. Mbappe scoring a scissor kick to make it 3-1. And then, this is where it all goes wrong. And for me personally, I've heard some people say it wasn't a foul. For me, a defender making any contact inside the box, you gotta be careful. You're asking for it. The referee will look at you straight away. And that's what Dean Huijsen did. And he got himself sent off. And to be fair, did he really need to? It was 3-1 at that point. Cool. They conceded anyways, but now you got yourself sent off. Now you're 10 man down. So at the very least, you could have, let him score or put him off at least. But fouling him was stupid. Then obviously Dortmund equalised to make it 3-2. And then Courtois saves them in the last second, which was unbelievable. I can't lie. Courtois, man. Unbelievable shot stopper. But obviously that means that Real Madrid will be playing PSG with a few suspensions now. Like I said, you've got Pacho, you've got Hernandez, and now you've got Dean Huijsen as well. So it's going to be a huge blow for Real Madrid because Dean Huijsen is their most disciplined, arguably their best centre-back if you ask me. Rudiger, I would have said it was Rudiger, I'll be honest. But I think in recent times he has been a bit sloppy, he's been a bit careless at the back. But Dean Huijsen's just been class. Ever since he's arrived at the Club World Cup, he's just been good. PSG as well. Pacho, like I said, Lucas Hernandez, getting sent off. It's not ideal. I mean, if we're being honest, PSG should be beating Real Madrid, no shadow of a doubt. But, yeah, so they'll be playing a day after Fluminense versus Chelsea. Fluminense, they've got Freites suspended. Martinelli as well, who's been a huge goal-scoring threat for Fluminense. For Chelsea, Liam Delap got himself suspended as well. And also Levi Colwill. So, it's going to be huge misses for Chelsea. But we've got Caicedo back as well. We've got good squad depth. So, if we don't play Delap, we've got João Pedro there. We've got Nicholas Jackson. But I'm sure we'll beat Fluminense. Like I said, link up with Thiago Silva will be nice. But we have to smoke him. We have to beat them to play potentially PSG in the final if all goes well. And then the real test will be PSG versus Chelsea. Our defence versus their attack. And I can't lie, it's not looking good. But, hey, it's a game of football. On the day, we've beaten top clubs, Champions Leagues, Bayern Munich, Barcelona. Who would have thought? Not me. But we did it. So, never impossible. And I'm never in doubt that my club can do it. But, like I said, semi-final first. We'll go for it. I think it's going to be 3-1 to Chelsea. And then PSG versus Real Madrid, I think it's going to be 2-0 PSG. I don't think Real Madrid will score. So I think it's going to be 2-0. That's my prediction. And then obviously PSG and Chelsea in the final. So let's see. Let's see what happens there. And very quickly, obviously, spoke about them very briefly, but Chelsea obviously signing Liam Delap, signing João Pedro, and now signing Gittins. Obviously, with Liam Delap, we've seen him for Ipswich. Cost about 30 million. We beat United to him, and I can't lie, I'm very happy with him. His performances at the Club World Cup, it's been a bit up and down, I will be honest. There will be some cases where he's showcased himself very well, and some where he's sort of ghosted. But for me, personally, from what I've seen from him, I'm very happy. He holds the ball off well. He can create. He can score. He's physical, and that's what we needed. And I think these three signings that we have made so far are all physical signings. So, potentially making Chelsea a little bit stronger aerially. And we haven't had a proper striker since probably Diego Costa. I mean, when was the last time Chelsea had a proper striker? So I'm glad to have Liam Delap in the team. But yeah, our two signings. I mean, João Pedro, obviously, is playing in the Club World Cup. Was announced a little bit earlier. Came from Brighton, as we all know. What's his position? Second striker, maybe a striker. Could play potentially on the left of a 10. Potentially. But he is a left-sided striker. And last season for Brighton, he had played 27 games, 10 goals, 6 assists. I mean, if we're being honest, if we want a striker that's scoring 15, 20 goals, it might not be João Pedro unless he develops into that striker. But at the moment, from what I've seen from him, he creates more than he takes shots. So if he can implement the creative game while playing for us and also improve his shot taking as well, because he scored a lot of penalties under Brighton, but as you all know, Cole Palmer will be the only person taking penalties. So how will he be getting his goals? Taking more shots, cutting in, having a shot, just having a shot when you can. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see João Pedro. For me, again, could be an aerial threat as well. Back post, physical, just also a discipline thing, please. No red cards, please. No rash challenges, no head loss. But I'm very happy with that signing. You know, something a little bit different. Yes, similar to the João Felixes that we've had in the past, the Kai Havertz, the Nkunkus, but this is a little bit different from them. And like I said, it's not going to be 15 goals, 15 assists, but let's see, can he push himself to 10 goals, 10 assists? That would be nice. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he does. And Chelsea fans, please, give him time. Give him time. Let him develop. He's 23 years old. Let him land. And next we've got Jamie Gittins. And I can't lie, got announced yesterday. Obviously at the time of recording. But Jamie Gittins, he's a 20-year-old, right-footed, plays on the left. Similar to Sancho. Obviously, a lot of people question that, in the Bundesliga, for Dortmund, Sancho had better stats. But, hey, Sancho may have had better stats, but in the Prem, he didn't do much. And people say, he did well for Chelsea. If that's what you call doing well, then your standards have dropped. For me, I've seen enough of him. Can he dribble? I've seen people in Baller League dribble better than Sancho. Jamie Gittins gets a few goals for himself in the Bundesliga last year. 32 games, 8 goals, 3 assists. Started 21 of those games. He likes to cut in and shoot. Not like Thierry Henry. I'm not saying he's like Thierry Henry. Chill out, guys. Arsenal fans, chill out, chill out, chill out. I'm just saying, in terms of how Thierry Henry liked to cut in and shoot, that's what Gittins likes to do. So, yeah, just calm off for a second. I'm not comparing him to Thierry Henry. He's nowhere near him. But more of a dribbler than a shooter. Again, are we getting a player that potentially won't be getting 15 goals, 15 assists? Which is a bit underwhelming because the only person who's really getting assists for Chelsea is Cole Palmer. Everyone else, Noni Madueke, Pedro Neto, now João Pedro, Gittins, they're not really getting their numbers up. So, is that a good thing? Probably not. But I'm hoping, again, he can develop his game here at Chelsea. And also, he is young, 20 years old. So, again, give him time. But one thing I will say is, I'm very happy that we went for Gittins instead of that bum Garnacho. If we had spent the same amount of money on Garnacho, I would have lost my head. Because I do not like Garnacho. And especially what he did at United. Yeah, none of that in my club. But, yeah, now that he's announced officially a Chelsea player, it's going to be interesting how Enzo Maresca balances the attack out. And I've heard, I don't know if you guys seen the rumour, Noni Madueke might be leaving Chelsea, going to Arsenal, which I can't lie, I've got a bit of mixed feelings for. I'm going to say it here. For me personally, I love how Chelsea give Arsenal our deadwood. The olders, the people that have rinsed out their bodies for Chelsea, and now go to Arsenal and absolutely fumble the bag. Petr Cech went there come on, how old was he? David Luiz, Willian, I can name you a few more, but genuinely, yeah, now Madueke, he's much younger, he's got a bit of potential. A lot of Arsenal fans aren't happy, but he's not bad. He's not bad at all. And potentially Arteta might be able to make the most out of him. He could play on the left. Enzo Maresca has been playing him on the left. So it's going to be interesting to see whether he's an actual backup for Saka or he uses him as a left winger. He's good at taking on his man, but for 50 million, I mean, I'm not saying no. And speaking of 50 million, we might be giving away Noni Madueke and bringing in Mohamed Kudus. Mohamed Kudus, and I can't lie, it would be a huge upgrade from Noni Madueke. Mohamed Kudus, obviously, playing for West Ham. He's a great dribbler, great goal scorer as well. Plays on the right, so he might be someone that will bring in the numbers if he decides to join Chelsea. But very quickly, on Arsenal as well. As we give Noni Madueke, we wanted someone else. Someone just to make it equal peggings. And I can't lie. When I heard about this, I was like, just give them what they want. Just give them what they want. Because I can't lie, this will be absolute rage baiting if Chelsea make this work. And that is Ethan Nwaneri to Chelsea. If that happens, my word, will that cause a lot of controversy on the internet. Because I can't lie, Chelsea are looking to buy everyone. I mean, I don't even know where we're going to fit him. Are we going to play him on the right? Are we going to play him in the middle? Because we've got Cole Palmer, we've got Esteval. If we're going on the right, then, you know, we could potentially get Mohamed Kudus. So, what's going on? I mean, Chelsea are really playing career mode now. But, hey, I'm not complaining. If our squad depth is that good, I'll take it. Champions League next season, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and the Prem. So there's going to be a lot of room for rotation. It just depends on how Enzo Maresca manages that. But, yeah, I can't lie. I'm very happy with those potential signings, potential rumours. Like I said, make a bit of money on Noni Madueke. Overpriced. Sell him to Arsenal. Arsenal hopefully then fumbles the bag. He doesn't do well. Arsenal fans are fuming. They want to sack Arteta. And I'll just sit here in peace. Happy watching the world burn. I don't mind that. And also another signing that I want to talk about. Obviously, he was our player anyways, but he went on loan to Strasbourg. And that is Andre Santos. He struggled to get minutes at the very beginning when he did come in the Club World Cup. But with Caicedo gone for one game, obviously due to suspension, Andre Santos came in and what a game against Palmeiras. Genuinely, I think it was an unbelievable debut. I said it in my Palmeiras reaction. But yeah, I'm very excited to see how he does as well. So, you know, Chelsea are looking dangerous. You can't write them off completely. At the moment, we are favourites for the Club World Cup, which I still can't believe. All I'm saying is, for my predictions video, when I said Chelsea are going to make it into the final, some people told me they're not going to do it. So, that's all I'm saying. But, yeah, that is pretty much everything up to date with transfers, Club World Cup. It's going to be interesting to see what Chelsea do over the summer, how they're going to manage it. Because, yeah, the finances, I don't know how they're going to do it. But I'm sure Chelsea's got 300 loopholes there. But yeah, that sums up everything. I hope the video wasn't too long. But if you guys did enjoy the video, bit of a chill one, I will be honest. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys leave a like. Make sure you guys subscribe. Like I said, road to 200 subscribers. Come on, guys. We can do this. But yeah, follow me on my socials as well. And until next time, guys, take care and peace.